Hey, so you know how bag makers, crafters, how we make certain things like hair wraps or scarves or hats, bags, and you put your little label on it, the little labels or your little woven tags to have the cute little sayings on them to put a little mwah touch on it. And you know how we buy those and they get made somewhere else and then they ship them to us? I don't even have to do that anymore. I know how to make my own, and I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay, guys, so just so I could explain what I was talking about to you. Okay, so you know how these are the little labels that I've purchased, I think from Moramino, and they're so cute, right? And they fit, you sew them into your projects. So for me, I make bags, and so I'll put this inside of, like, right on the pocket like that, and it's got a cute little saying on both sides. So see that it says it was practically free, you know. And then on the other side it has something on it too. It says made with girl math. Okay, so you know the cute little sayings. And this is what we call woven tags. So it's made out of cloth, like some type of cotton fabric, and this is like stitched in, you know. So it's like, I don't know how they did this. I can't say it's embroidery. I don't know. I can't, because I just can't. It's just so cool, right? It is so cool. Okay, and they come in any colors, and it's a photo over label. So this is our photo over label, right? Okay. And I've used these and I buy them. They come like in a pack of 5, or you may find some sold individually or something like that. I don't know. But so instead of me getting a pack of 5 for I don't know how much, it's not expensive, but you get a pack of 5. So look at all the ones that I have now. Okay, and I've seen a lot of people have a bunch of them. Okay, so, but guess what? I learned how to make them because I was searching on my favorite place, YouTube, on how to make, you know, DIY your own labels. And I came across a bunch of them. So I'm like, oh, I got the idea. Like, okay, cool, okay, cool. So you can make them in any size that you want because you're making these yourself. And I put them together, like put the words, my font. This is my signature font for my business. So I like it. I love using it. It's so girly. Let me get you a bigger one. Here, this one is bigger. Bigger. So you see, it's really pretty, right? So I just put it together in Canva. You don't have to use Canva. You could put this together in Cricut Design Space. That's a much more friendly, user-friendlier software. It's very easy and all that good stuff. But I did this in Canva because I pay for Canva. So, hey, use what you got. And it's easier for me to do that. That was just my go-to, but I didn't think to use it in, you know, Cricut. But that's one of them. And I just put these together. See how simple that is? Hello, beautiful. And I found a little butterfly and I just shrunk it down, put it on here, and boom. And what I did differently is I made my tags. I had to make sure I got the size right, so it's trial and error on how I got them to fit where it could be a fold over label. And it's very durable because this is not cloth. This, well, it is. This is, I used with a couple of different fabrics, but I used my waterproof canvas that I get from Fabric Warehouse Direct. Oh my God, guys, I am having a brain fart. Please excuse me. It is from Fabric Wholesale Direct. Oh my goodness. Heat transfer paper. So that way I could get all the colors that I want. And it doesn't matter which, what you put it on, because you can use whatever color, you can choose whatever color you want to print on. And that's what you see here, and things like that. So, and my favorite color is pink, so I started incorporating pink and things like that. And this is just me putting them on the scraps of my waterproof canvas. And when you buy it from Fabric Direct, Fabric Warehouse Direct, or FDW, is it FDW? Fabric, I always get it mixed up, but you guys know what I mean. If not, I'll put it in the description so you can see what I'm talking about. But their waterproof canvas is so awesome. It's really awesome. Now, if you look at the back, you see that texture. It's almost like a faux leather now, because I heat it up. And it's, you're not supposed to, but I'm a tourist, so I do all kind of stuff, even if it's say not to. But this is the fabric part that you're gonna use and people would see if you were using this, because I make my canvas bags with this, my tote bags, backpacks, all that, any kind of bag. I love using this because it's waterproof. It's super duper waterproof. As you can see, the back is basically like rubber. But anyway, as far as the fabrics, you can use any fabric you want. I used ribbon. I tried it with ribbon. And if you look at this ribbon, this is a Ruban ribbon, and any size you like. So say if you were using it to, if you want to make some labels to go in, say, some clothing or something, say on a hat or on a scrunchie, you want to make scrunchies or something, and you want to make it like this small, and you want to make it with this little design in it, the little grooves. And it's possible because if you use heat transfer paper, you see that? It's on there. And this is my fold over. But you can make it where, I mean, I don't know if you want to make it not a fold over because you got to stitch it in. Or you could just make it a full label like that and stitch around, or however you would do it. And you can make it any size you like. You can make it half or whatever. But this particular ribbon is a 7/8 inch wide. So that's a really relatively small. So that's why I was saying something like this would go in maybe like your bonnets, or, you know, scrunchies or something small like that. Or maybe like on your shirts, like on the tag, how you would insert it in a seam. That would go like that. But because of the material, I probably wouldn't put it on something that I wear, because I use, that's if you're using the waterproof canvas like this, because it changes the texture to something sturdy, like a vinyl, almost like a vinyl. So like that, like you see this is perfect. And I just put the colors together myself, and I found a white piece. Like I took my scraps, and see, this is a white waterproof canvas that I got, and this is how it looks before I heated it, pressed it on my heat press. I don't know if you can see the texture. This is the back. This is the waterproof backing, but this is the front, and you can see that's more like a canvasy cloth, and it's perfect for everything. And look, this is how it looks when you press it on the back. It's like a leather. So that's very durable, waterproof and everything, protecting your design and everything. So this is the place This is my favorite. So see that, and that's the other side. And with mine, I didn't do it like the labels that I purchased, for the simple fact, my mindset is when you flip it up, see, this gives you as a consumer, this gives you the option to use either side. You see? So either you can use this side or you can use this side and stitch it in. But when I decided to make mine, you only have one way of putting it in, because you're gonna fold that over, and when you stitch it into whatever you're using, you're gonna stitch it in like that, and you can flip it up and read it. So you're gonna get two different things, and you get to read it. So me, if I bought a purse or a bag and the tag is in there, I'm like, oh, this is so cute. And you say, flip it up. Oh, okay, handmade with love. This is cute. So you could do that. Now with the woven one, you cannot, because this is going in and it says made with girl math. So this is all you're going to be able to use, because when you flip it up, the words are upside down. So it's only you can only use this either way, either this way or this way. So that's what I came up with when I said, well, I'll do mine this way. Yay. So like this one is on both ways, because this is so freaking cute. So I'm like, hey, either way you go, you're gonna see it when you flip it up. Okay, so that's the size that I use. So I wanted to do a bigger size, and I didn't realize until I went and got my woven labels out of my drawer and said, oh, I am on the right track, because I started out making them small, like for a 1-inch wide ribbon. And for this, I just wanted to try it. So this was my first time I bought this at Michael's. I bought two, a 1-inch ribbon, and then I bought that 7/8. But the thing is, I don't have the 1-inch anymore, because I just wrapped my son's birthday gifts with that ribbon. And so I used it all. But this was the ribbon that I picked. And I was just trying to see with something with more texture and different fabrics to see, just to try. And you see that is really pretty as a ribbon. This was on a roll just like this, a roll of that, and it's 1-inch wide. And I'm like, yeah, that'll be perfect, because it's still sturdy and you can still sew this into a bag and boom, or sew it into the seam of whatever you want to put it in. And just remember that the material is rough in this case. So this will be something that will have to go on something like a bag or a hat, or something that you're not gonna have rubbing up against your skin or getting close to your skin like that. But just to see how that is, that's pretty. Now this one is when I did it and it was so small, and I need to be able to see stuff. I can't really see. I have to wear my glasses to read words. And to me, that's too small. And, and then this is what's on the back. So that's when I decided to make the bigger size, the bigger. And I love it. I love it. Because this one I made it a little bit bigger, I think, when I did it here. And here, then I started trying different colors of my waterproof canvases that I have here in the scraps, because I just want to be able to, get rid of scraps that I can't really use on bags unless I do patchworking or something like that. So I tried it on here, and it's perfect, because it doesn't show through the color of the fabric that you used. So it's perfect. All I gotta do is cut this out. And again, look how sturdy it is. Look at that back. So I'll cut that out, and this will be one that I can use too. And this is the back of this one. That's so cute. And then here's the other side. And again, this is for people who can see. Handmade with love. I don't know if we could get that to focus. But there you go. So you see how it goes. But I like the bigger ones. I like the bigger ones because they go with this one, this size. So I'm like, oh, I was on the right track. And I didn't even know that. So here's some more that I made in a bigger size than the ribbon that I had initially. And I'm like, okay, so that'll work. And then these are the new ones that I made today on my lunch break. These are so freaking cute. Look at the color. And I decided to put it on white. I'm gonna use all of my white for the background that I pressed them on, because I tried my black to use on my black labels. So this is how the black labels look. I thought this would be cute because, you know, black kind of goes with everything, depending on, it doesn't matter what color bag you're using. But either way, any of these could go on any color bag because they're just your little accent piece. And sometimes they're on the inside, or you can have them on the outside. Either way, they're going to be cute and noticeable. So see here, I did it in the black one, right? Now, when I first printed them out, I pressed them on my black canvas, waterproof canvas, and it still acts the same way. It's perfect. It changed the back to this type of material, and that's fine. But the color kind of faded into the black, or unless I pressed it too long. For me, it's kind of like not bright enough. So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna stick with my white. So what I'm gonna do with all of my colors, labels that I'm gonna make, and whatever color I do choose to make them in, I'm gonna just put them all on white, because look how bright that color pops on the white waterproof canvas. So see the difference? So I said, okay, I'm not messing around. I am not messing around. White it is. So I have plenty pieces of white, because I design the fabric. When I'm making stuff, I'll design it on here, and that takes all the colors. And then boom, I'll make a bag with that design. So this is so cute. I put on here, you're super sweet. And I love cherries. That's just so cute. Cherries and strawberries are the cutest. Okay, and here's this one. Very good. Oh, that's so cute. And look at the gradient. And it just pops so perfectly. And all I used was heat transfer paper. And I pressed it on my waterproof canvas. And that's one of the hacks that I use when I need to design fabric. I could do it at home. I don't have to pay. So this is what I wanted to show you guys. And here is some that have not been pressed yet. I have to, and this is the paper that I used. I didn't like this paper at first, but now I do. And I'm going to continue to use it because it works well when you read the instructions and do it right. I wasn't reading the instructions. I was going by what my other heat transfer paper directions were. And that's why I was getting some crappy results. But read your stuff. So here you go with more. And actually these are all still the same ones that I showed you before, because I only had a few designs that I did create. And then I started pressing them and cutting them. So that's what I got here. So, okay, so thank you so much. I'm gonna go on and get off camera maybe and finish working on these and cutting them out. So like the ones that's already pressed, I'll just go on and cut these out so they can be like this and be ready to go, ready to sew on a bag or something like that. Basically bags, because that's all I'm putting them on. And then I'll have to press these, and I'm gonna do the small ones too, because hey, why not? I made them, I'm gonna press them, and I'll use my scraps. And here is one I would like to show you. I think I did pull this one up. This one I used a fabric, just a regular cotton fabric, and it's a cream color because it was just some fabric that I never used because I didn't really like the color. And this, I would say, now this one you can put on your garments because the cotton material on the back is really soft. You see how soft and flexible this is? So with this one, you can definitely use on garments, wearables. It's okay to be close to the skin, next to the skin, and things like that. Okay, so you have your options. Using cotton fabric is perfect, and it's the same way you apply it to this. You would just use your cotton fabric and take your labels. And for this particular heat transfer paper, you don't mirror your image, and it's simply called, look, Photo Paper Direct, PPD. And it comes in 11 by 17, so that's really good for me because these heat transfer paper brands are kind of expensive, and you only get 5 in the pack, and I'm like, heck no. So this one gives you 10, and guess what? I cut them in half because I only want to use them by 8.5 by 11 sheets for the most part, because I'm really not doing nothing spectacular where I need a bigger sheet. So I just cut them in half, and that doubles my money. So here, that's how I do that. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to show you the full process. And so I'll take this one. Oh, I got water stain on that, but I'm going to see if that's going to show up when I press it. But if it does, that's fine. That means I'll put this in one of the bags that I make for myself. Okay, so let's see. So what I do, I take my paper scissors. You know, people, if you sew, you don't cut paper with your fabric scissors. So what I'm going to do is just, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to find some, let me clear this area. This is my little table, guys, that I'm standing up in front of. This little table that I can move around. I'll move it in my room or next to my work area. It's on wheels and it raises and lowers. So I love having this around because I could just move it to the heat press and walk around with it. Okay, so I'm just moving some of the ones that's already done so we can get this party started. Okay, so this one's already done. And you want to be careful when they have not been pressed yet, because that heat transfer paper is kind of delicate before it's heated. So you don't want to scratch your design because you can easily scratch it with your fingernails. And that is going to be a permanent mark when you go to press it that will stay on there. So let's see, this one is one that needs to be, both of these need to be pressed. Okay, so let me move a little faster. Let's get those out the way. Okay, so here is a good way to do it. So say we're gonna find some fabric that can fit. Because I have scraps, I am gonna utilize all of the stuff that I can't sew with, right? Because we're not wasting nothing around here, okay? She is not. Okay, so since this is a little piece, I am going to utilize that. See that? Boom. Okay, so for this instance, I'm going to cut this. I'm going to cut as close as I can with my paper scissors. There. And let's see. So with this, it is 2. Can I put 2 on there? Wait, maybe not, because this right here. Okay, so I'm gonna cut 1 on here and see if I could. fit it on there. Because that's how you utilize your scraps. Remember, don't scratch your paper. Let's see if I put it that way. Or this way. Yep, see, that'll fit there. And let's, and I also changed the settings on my my printer too, because you see how dull these look. They look almost like they will look when you print out a sublimation paper, and then it gets vibrant when you press it. But I realized that I had my settings on my printer set wrong, so I went back and changed it, and look at the difference. This is the same design. So yeah, see that? So yeah, I just changed the settings to presentation to matte. Presentation matte. Let's see, this could fit in there too. It sure can. So boom, we got 2 for this. So what I'll do here, I'm just gonna show you that, and then, oh wait, no, it's cut right there. Okay, so can't go there, but that can go there. Oops, sorry, being out of frame. So that one will fit there, and I think that's all I can get on here. So just to show you, I'm gonna take my fabric scissors, because honey, those scissors will not cut. Those scissors, my paper scissors will not cut my fabric. And that's okay too, that's okay too, because that lets me know I use that for that and that for that. Okay, so I'm gonna take this off, and I left a little bit of the white because you have to peel this off. You don't press it facing down with the backing on there. You have to remove it from the backing. And that's why you don't print these mirrored. You print them in the normal direction. So see, you peel it off of the paper, and then you just lay it there. Which way I said I was gonna use this? I was wishing if I could get 2 on there, but I guess not. So boom. And then you go and press that on your heat press, and you're good to go. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I did have one that I was working on my lunch break today. I don't even see it. I needed to press it, but my lunch break was over, so I had to get on back over there. Oh, here it is. It was this one. And so I just simply found this scrap and cut it to fit this. And boom, we're gonna put this on there too. Let's see. Okay. So this is what I was telling y'all about my little table. I roll around the room with this table. So we're gonna go over there to my heat press. I gotta get it over my cord. Ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna take it to the heat press. I'm gonna use my pressing pillow because this heat press, not the heat press, the heat transfer paper requires maximum pressure. And I read and found out that the hard way. So now that I know, there should go, knowing reading is fundamental. Okay, so I'm gonna go and place them there. I could have done more, but I'm just gonna show you this so you could get the gist of what I'm talking about. And I could lint roll it, but it's not that serious because there's labels and they're not like for a garment. And then of course you're going to take your Teflon sheet, put it there. And then I have, according to the instructions of the heat transfer paper, 375, and you're gonna press it for 13 seconds, okay? So here we go. It's in there, under there. Yeah, and because I got that pressing pillow under there, whoop, wait, I gotta change it. Gotta do it again. Because I have that pressing pillow, like I said, under there, it's kind of tough to press it down, but as long as you lock it down, you're good. All right, so that was my 13 seconds, and it's kind of like a warm peel. So it says for you to wait like 5 seconds before you pull off your Teflon sheet. And once you pull off your Teflon sheet, you're good to go, babe. You're good to go, babe. Good to go, babe. I know that's more than the seconds that they tell you, but this is what you get. And it's hot, yes it is. And it's stuck, yes it is. Cause the back, yes it is changed, yes it is. And what you do is peel it off. And now this is sturdier than that thing. Baby, this is like rubber, like leather, like pleather, like vinyl. Yes. And when I'm talking about vinyl, not heat transfer vinyl, it's about the vinyl that you sew your bags with. Look at that. So there you go. All right, so now, and then after that, you're good to go. You're just gonna go on and cut your stuff. Cut it. And now you use your fabric scissors because this is fabric now. And I use my hands. I just cut it. I don't use my cutters or anything like that because it is what it is. And you can leave a little bit so you can sew that in. But you want to concentrate on making your sides good. Okay. And there you go. Okay, so this one, it says God loves you. And there you go, you fold it, because these are my foldables. And then once you get ready to sew a bag, whatever bag that you're using, pocket or whatever, you would stitch it into the pocket. Boom. And there you go. And then you flip it up. Boom. And there you go with your own DIY labels. And I can't wait to cut these out. Where's the other one that I made? This one right here. And here's your smaller one. So I'm gonna show you the one that I put in my bag that I made over the weekend. But this, I did that one before I read the instructions. And I had to read them because I'm like, this can't be right. I gotta make sure I'm doing right. And so, but the bag is mine, so it's gonna be my issue. Not really an issue, but my imperfection. Because, so look at that. That's your little label. QK cares for you. And on the bottom, on the other side, it says Dream Daisy Ray. Now that's a really little one. And that's when I realized that, no, we're not gonna go with the little ones. I'll finish making the ones that I did print out though, and just use them for the inside of the bag, little pockets and things like that. But I'll move this to the side because remember guys, you want to be very careful with the paper before it is pressed because you will scratch up your design easily. So this is my bag. I got it up really close, but I want you to see it. See my tag in there? See guys? And see how I messed it up? It's not even pressed all the way in there, so it's coming off. And that's when I realized, oh, just stitch it. Oh, it ain't even caught in there. But I have some work to do with this bag. This is a prototype that I made over the weekend. So I made another tag because I didn't like that one, how that looked. And so I put the other tag right here. And then see, and I used the other fabric, that blue ribbon, and that's how it looks in there. So that size is cute for stuff like this, but it's even cuter when you can put that bigger size in there somewhere, and then you can see it easily, and it's more noticeable. So that's that. I'll move this out the way because I'm knocking my stuff down. But yeah, so just to give you an idea, you can put them in your bags that way, or you can put them on the outside so they can be seen either by you or whomever is checking your bag out. Okay, so like this. See that? This is one of my totes that I carry. And you see where it's sitting right there on the outside. So see, it's just like the ones that you buy. But you're going to use one side because that one is not going to work. You can't see the words are upside down. So say if this was mine, it'll be in there under that, like that. And that'll be cute too. And then you just raise it up and it has two sides. So that is how you use these. And you can still sew them in any seam. See how that's stitched into my accent on my pocket? I could stitch it into the seam on the side here. And hey, there you go. You can stitch it into your side seam here. Yeah, the possibilities are endless. You can put it here. Yes, so that's how you make your labels. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe and support the channel. And put any comments that you have. Put them down in there so I can respond to it. I can read them and I can see that you guys were here and things like that. So I'm going to finish working on these labels until I get tired because I'm kind of tired now. But that's okay. God loves you and so do I. Okay, I am done for the evening. I am getting ready to go to my room, but I'm not going to go to bed. I'm going to sit in my bed. I have a table in there everywhere. I'm a bag lady and a table lady. So I have a bed, I have a table set up in my room right next to my bed that I'm gonna use. It's not always there. I just put it in there 2 days ago. It's still there. I have my laptop on it and my other monitor. But anyway, I am going to sit in my bed at my table and cut these out. So I'm done with all the labels that I've created and pressed. I've pressed them all. So this is all ready to be cut. And again, I used the scraps that I had from my waterproof canvas. So that's what took a long time, because you can normally just take a whole piece, you know, and print out your however big size of paper you're gonna use. You could use the 11 by 17, 8.5 by 11. So I use 8.5 by 11 sheets, and I could have just used the whole sheet and placed it on a full size canvas to print it on, but I wanted to use the scraps, so I cut them, which is fine. I didn't have anything else to do. Just took a while, but it was fun. So like this was a kind of a piece. I was able to fit 3 of them on there. And then, you know, like some of these, I was able to get 2 of the small ones on this. So that's where I'm working. So that's why I worked like I did. but it's well worth it, and I like it. So I'm just gonna run and take these into my room and cut as many as I can cut until I am super duper tired. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. God loves you, and so do I. Bye. Alrighty guys, here's the results of me cutting all night. I have a few of them left that I need to cut, but look at all of these labels. Imagine how much this will cost to have to purchase these like that when they only come in like 5 at a time. You can buy like a pack of 5 or singles or something like that. So this is awesome. I am so excited to use them. I can't wait to make something where I can use them. And I'll always have a bunch. I'll always have a stash because there is so many of these labels here, guys. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. I know this was a long video, but I wanted to get this out to you guys and let you know what the process was. And if you still don't understand, if I left something out or you need me to explain something, just let me know in the comments and I'll make another video, or I can simply just reply to you in your comment. So thank you so much guys for watching. Bye.